Down in Boca Chica, Texas, a grain silo took to the skies. Let's find out more.
Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
Hey, Alan here. Welcome to another episode of Amazing Future. So on Thursday, Elon Musk's company SpaceX launched a Falcon 9 with 60 satellites on board. But that wasn't the most interesting thing that SpaceX did that day. They also did a 150-meter hop test with a prototype rocket called Starship serial number 6, or SN6 to you and me. Yes, I know, at the moment it does really look like a grain silo, or a flying grain silo, but this is what it'll look like in the future, according to SpaceX. The whole ship is split into two parts, Starship on the top and the Super Heavy booster underneath. Right now they're just testing the top section, the Starship, and then only a little bit of that. At the moment this prototype only has one Raptor engine. That's a brand new methane-fueled, full-flow stage combustion engine developed in-house by SpaceX. The engine is offset. It's not directly in the center of the ship at the moment because the mount that it's attached to is designed to have 3 of those engines there. So obviously they have to relieve the space for the other 2. And this is why it power slides off the launch pad pretty much sideways. Here, let's have a look. The thing to remember is this is a brand new rocket system. A rocket that Elon Musk wants to use to take humans to Mars in a few years' time. NASA are even considering using it for moon missions. So it's going to need a lot more testing in the coming weeks, months and years. And the cool thing about SpaceX, they're doing it out in the open so everybody can watch the development and see what happens. No other company is this open with rocket development anywhere in the world. So yay, go SpaceX. Okay, so why was the hop only 150 meters? Why didn't they go higher? You've got to remember what SpaceX is doing is actually learning to fly. As I said, this is a prototype, a brand new rocket. It's not just the rocket they have to develop the launch pad, the infrastructure, the ground service equipment, and most importantly, the procedures. They have to understand how the thing works, if it works. But they will progress to higher flight levels. I think serial number 8 is going to be the next one that has winglets and is going to actually go up a lot higher and then do a kind of belly flop maneuver all the way down and straighten up at the last minute and land. Or so Elon Musk thinks. Whether it does or not is going to be a very, very interesting thing to watch. But hopefully they'll put it off. The thing to remember is SpaceX is still the only company in the world able to land orbital class boosters that have been into space and come back.
You can hear our crowd going crazy right now. Both side boosters has landed on our landing pads. Zone 1 and Zone 2. What an amazing sight to see.
So if anybody can do this, SpaceX are the right people. So back to the prototypes. This is only the second prototype of this variant to fly. They started off with a very simple variant, which was called Starhopper, or Hoppy to most people in the community. And that did a 150-meter hop back in August 2019. And then came some different test tanks and variants where they were testing the cryo strength of the steel involved. And the next one to actually fly was SN6 back on the 4th of August 2020. And that did its 150-meter hop. The flight profile was so similar that Elon actually tweeted, Starship SN6 flew a similar hop to SN5, but it was much smoother and faster. And that's what they're going for. Iterative design is what SpaceX is really good at. So as they move along, they're getting better and learning things with each step. Even a failure is an attempt to learn something. In fact, if you can learn from it, it's not really a failure, not at this stage. As you can see, SN5 did some damage to the launch mount and the launch infrastructure there when it took off, whereas SN6 looked like it had a clean liftoff. So you can see the changes they're making, they're learning from each flight, each test, and that's the best way to do it. That's the fastest way to develop anything. Test, fail, succeed. Hopefully there aren't too many failures along the way, but as long as they learn from them, we're golden. And remember, again, SpaceX are really good at that kind of iterative testing. The whole procedures when they were developing the Falcon rocket were test, fail, succeed. And now they have one of the most reliable rockets in the industry, I would say, with the Falcon 9s. So if anyone can do this, it's going to be Elon Musk and his team, and it's going to be fun to watch along the way. Make sure you stay tuned and I'll bring you all the updates as they happen. So subscribe and ring the bell if you're interested. Thanks for watching. Bye bye for now.